Hi everyone, this is Divyansh from Divi Online Classes, and today I am going to teach you the CBSE Class 6 Mathematics, and today's topic is algebra. In case if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, what you will learn in this chapter, you will learn what is algebra, how we represent the unknown number by a symbol, what is a variable, what is a constant, how we can solve the algebraic problems, and how we can evaluate expression by substitution, and then various mathematical operations on algebra like addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. Okay, so let's start now. So what is algebra? Okay, so algebra is basically we use letters or symbols to represent the unknown numbers. Okay, for an example, let's say we have one basket. Okay, and we do not know upfront how many marbles are there in this basket. Okay, and what we are saying that we have taken out 5 marbles from this basket. Okay, 5 marbles we have taken out from this market, and now we are remaining 27 marbles. Okay, so the question is how many marbles were there in this basket earlier. Okay, so how you will calculate how many numbers of marbles were there in this basket earlier. So for an example we can assume, okay, there were x number of marbles. Okay, and why we use, first of all, why we use algebra? Because by assuming the numbers, okay, by representing the numbers with a symbol, we can easily solve our problems. So here we can assume, okay, there were x number of marbles were there in the basket earlier, and now we have taken out 5 marbles from the from this basket, and there are 27 marbles remaining. So how we can express this? We can express this using, what will be the equation will be, okay, there were x marbles in the basket earlier, and we have taken out 5 marbles from this basket, so we can minus these 5 is equal to 27. So this will be our equation. Okay, and we can now easily solve it. What we can do, okay, x minus 5 equal to 27, then x is equal to 27, 27, and then now we are moving this 5 to its right hand side. So the basic funda to solve the problem is all the variables should be at one side, and all the constant values should be at another side. Okay, so 5 is the constant value, we have to move this constant value to another constant value. 27 is the constant value, x is a variable, right? So all the variable at one side and all the constant value at one side. So what we have done, we have x is equal to, now we have to move this constant value to the right hand side. So when we move this constant value to the right hand side, its sign will change. Okay, so right now what is the sign of 5? Sign of 5 is 5. Okay, so sign of 5 is minus. Okay, so when we will move to this constant value to the right hand side, then the sign of this 5 will become to plus. Okay, so 27 plus 5 is equal to 32. Okay, so how we can easily find out using algebra, we are able to find out how many marbles were there in this basket earlier. Okay, so this is how you can. There is another example. For example, we have a triangle ABC. Okay, and let's say the length of this A, B and C. We have this triangle. Length of this AB line is A, length of BC line is A, okay, and length of AC line is also A. So what will be the perimeter of this triangle? Okay, A plus A plus A, right? So what will be the perimeter? Perimeter will be 3A. Okay, we can add these three lines together, so this will be the perimeter. Okay. Now let me explain the various definitions, like what is a variable, what is a so this variable is a letter or symbol used to indicate a value that varies, okay, or that is not fixed, okay. It represent by an unknown number. So here in this example, if you see, this is our equation, right? So in this variable, we are upfront, we don't know how many marbles were there, so we have assumed, right? We have assumed there were x number of marbles were there, so this x will be your variable, okay. This x is your variable, 5 is your constant. Constant means a constant is a value that will never change, okay. So 5 will always remain 5, 1 will always remain 1, 2 will always remain 2. Similarly, this 27 also is a constant value. Constant means 27, the value of 27 will always be 27, but the value of x, it will vary. We can put x, we can put the value of x might be 1, might be 2, whatever value you want to put in place of x, okay, you can put that value. So that is why x will be known as a variable, 5 is a constant value, 27 is a constant value, and these are the mathematical operations: plus, minus, multiplication, division, all these are the mathematical operations, okay. Now what is a coefficient? Coefficient is a number multiplied by the variable, right? So let's say what we have done, a plus a plus a is equal to 3a, right? Now here we are what do you mean by 3a? 3a means, because we do not have any symbol over here, so 3a means 3 multiplied by a, okay, 3 multiplied by a. A is a variable, we can put any value in place of a, right? And 3 is a constant. So for this 3, when we, so what is the definition of the coefficient? Coefficient is a number multiplied by variable, so this will be your coefficient. This 3 will be called your coefficient, because we are multiplying constant with a variable, so the number by which we multiply a variable will be known as a coefficient, okay. Now what is the numerical expression? Okay, what is the numerical expression and what is the algebraic expression? There are two terms, numerical expression, okay, and what is algebraic expression, ठीक है. So what is numeric expression? Numeric expression will contain only the constant and the mathematical operations, like for example 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. This is our numerical expression, because it contains only the only the constant values and the mathematical operations, plus, equal, all these are mathematical operations and these are the constant values. So numerical expression contains the uh, constant values and the mathematical operators. What is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression contains the variable, constant and the operation. So this is an example of algebraic expression, because it contains the variable, it contains the constant, right? These two are constant and these are the mathematical operations. So numerical expression contain only the constant and the mathematical operations, while algebraic expression contains the variable, constant and the mathematical operation. This is the basic difference between the numerical expression and the algebraic expression. Now how you can perform the mathematical operations in the algebra. Let's say we have two numbers, two variables a and b. You can put in place of a and b, you can put a, x or y, m or n, p or q, whatever you want to, l or m, right, whatever you want to. Now we have to add this expression. Let's say we are adding this expression, so what it will convert, how we can write it, we are adding a b into a, then a plus b. This is how we can write. Now let's say we want to subtract b from a, then how we can write, a minus b. This is how we can write. Now when we want to multiply this, then a, how we can represent, a into b. Okay, another way of represent this a into b, how we can write, there is another way we can write a b. Okay, now these two things are equal because as I mentioned, right, here 3, I wrote 3a, right, there was no symbol between 3 and a, so by default symbol, what will be the symbol, multiplication. Similarly, we have written AB, right? So what will be the symbol? There is no symbol between A and B. Hence, what will be the symbol? By default symbol will be multiply. Okay. Similarly, how we can write the division, A divided by B. This is how all the mathematical operations you can write on the algebraic or on the variables, right? Now let's say the value of a is 5. Okay, what is the value of a is 5, and what is the value of b is 2. Okay, so how we can solve these equations. Okay, so a plus b, instead of a we can write 5, right, 5 plus 2, 5. In place of a we have written a 5, in place of b we have written 2, 5 plus 2 equal to 7. Similarly, a minus b, 5 minus 2 equal to 3. A into b means 5 into 2 is equal to 10, and a upon b, 5 upon 2, we can write 5 upon 2. This is how you can place the value in place of the variable. Okay, now let me just erase this, and then I will show you how you can convert the translate the word into the mathematical algebraic equation. So I will give you some words, okay, and then you have to translate those words into the algebraic equation, mathematical algebraic equations. Okay, now let me just quickly erase this. Okay, now for an example, I say the sum of x and 15. Okay, the sum of, I let's say I have written sum of x and 15, x comma 15. So how will you write the algebraic equation for this? Yeah? You can write like this, sum of means we want to add, what we want to add, x and 15. So how we can write, x plus 15. So this is your algebraic equation for, so I have said some words and you have written the Using the symbols you have written the expression. Okay, let's say r divided by 5, r and divided by 5. Okay, so how you can represent this? R divided by 5. This is how you can represent, right? This is the example of how we can represent the uh, words in the mathematical or algebraic equation. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the parenthesis? Parenthesis. Okay, let's say I have written 5. There are three type of parentheses, right? You must have seen. And 5 into parenthesis a plus b, right? Okay. So what do you mean by parenthesis? Parenthesis means the multiplication. Okay. And also you must have gone through this BODMAS rule, right? When we solve the equations, we apply this BODMAS rule. BODMAS bracket. Bracket is the, what is the bracket? Bracket is the parenthesis. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So I have written this expression 5 a plus b. And now how we can solve this equation? As I mentioned, that parenthesis means the multiplication. Okay, we have to multiply 5 to a, 5 to b. So how we can write this? 5 a, right, plus 5 b. This is how. So what we have done is we have multiplied 5 with a, then plus sign, then 5 multiplied by b. This is how you can solve the. Okay, now there are two ways. Let me just give an example. 4 and 7 plus 3. So how you can solve it? I'll solve this by two methods, right? So first method is, let's say 4 is equal to, what it will be, 4, and then 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, right? And now 4 bracket 10, it means that 4 into 10. What we can write? 4 multiplied by 10. Okay, so 4 multiplied by 10 is equal to 40, right? The another method is, how we can write is using this, right? What we can write? 4, we can multiply 4 by 7, 4 into 7, and then this operator plus 4 into 3, 4 multiplied by 3. Okay, so 4 into 7 is 28 plus 12. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. So if we add 28 plus 12 is equal to 40. So the same expression you can solve by two methods, right? The answer will remain same when we apply any of the method. Okay. So now this is how you can solve the equations or parentheses, right? Now let me just quickly erase this and let me just show you how we can put the values in place of variable in any algebraic equation, and then how we can solve that equation by putting the uh, by putting the values, right? Now for an example, uh, we are saying x is equal to 6, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. X is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. So x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. Okay, we have to find the value of the xy. Okay, we have to find the value of xy. So what does it mean xy? There is no symbol between x and y, so how we can write x and then multiplied by y. Now we can put the value of x is equal to 6 multiplied by y is equal to 3. 6 into 3 is equal to 18. This is how you can solve the value. Now similarly we have, let's say we have written x plus 3y. How you can solve this? X is equal to, we can put the value of x is equal to 6 plus 3, and there is no symbol between 3 and y, hence we can apply 3 into y is 3. So 6 plus 3 into 3 is equal to 9, right? 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. This is how you can place the value or substitute the value of the variable in any equation, and then you can solve that equation, right? I hope you got this, how we can substitute the place the value for the variable in any equation. Okay, now there is another equation, as I mentioned, right? Let's say I have written 6 plus n is equal to 10. Okay, 6 plus, I solved this earlier also, let me just quickly, is equal to 6 plus n is equal to 10. We have to find the value of the n. So how you will solve it? So the basic fundamental is, we have to place our equation in such a way that all constant value should be at one side and all variable should be at one side. So what is the variable over here? N is the variable, so we can place n is equal to 10, and then we can move this constant value to the right hand side. When we move this constant value to the right hand side, the symbol will change. So what is the symbol of 6 over here? When we do not have any symbol over here or sign over here, so by default sign is plus, right? This 6 or plus 6, when you move this plus 6 to the right hand side, the sign of this 6 will change, it will become minus. So what will be this? 10 minus 6 is equal to 4, right? So this is how you can solve the mathematical equation. Okay, this is how you can solve your equation. Okay, similarly, let's say I say 7p is equal to 56. What will be the value of p? So p will be, there is no symbol, so it means 7 into p, and when we move this uh, constant value, in case of multiplication it will become as division. Okay, in case of multiplication it will become as division, 56 upon 7. So what will be the answer? 8. So this is how you can solve the mathematical equation. Okay, so this is also called as transposition. When we transfer the position, shifting the position, it is also called as the, known as the transposition. Okay, now let me just give you an example. In the very first when I started, at the time I explained one problem, that there were some marbles in the basket. We have taken out 5 marbles from the basket, right? So what we have done, actually we have converted that problem into the equation. Same way we can convert like this. So for an example, a number increased by 12 equal 27. A number increased by 12 is 27. So we do not know what is the number. So we can assume, okay, x is the number. Okay, and when we increase this number by 12, it means we are adding, right? By 12 it becomes 27. So this is how you can convert your word problem into the equation, and then you can solve, right? So we can always transposition this 12 to the right hand side, and then 27 minus 12 is equal to 15. 15 will be your answer. What will be the number? 15. 15 will be your answer. Okay. Now how we can generalize, let's say for an example, okay, how we can generalize. So you must have you already known what are even numbers. Even numbers are 2, 4, right, 6, 8, all these are even numbers. So similarly you can add 2 to 2 and it will become an uh, endless series, right? But we want to generalize this. So how we can generalize this? So we can solve it. Let's say this is 2 into 1, right? This is 2 into 2, 2 into 2. This is 2 into 3. 6 is equal to 2 into 3. 8 is equal to 2 into 4, right? So what you are observing, okay, this 2 remains constant. 2 is here, 2 is here, 2 is here, 2 is here, right? But this 1, 2, 3, 4, this is always changing, and this is increasing by 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is how the pattern is there in this series. So how we can write, what is the even number, what is the pattern? 2 multiplied by n, right? Let's say if I say, okay, write first, what will be the 10th even number. So what you can do, 2 you can put simply n is equal to 10, right? So 10th even number will be 20. I can say what will be the 50th even number. So in place of n I can write 50. 50 into 2 is equal to 10. This is how you can easily solve the problem, right? But let's say we do not have this formula, then you have to write all the values, okay, and then you have to solve. So what we have done here is that we have generalized the problem. This was the problem, right? This was the problem, that how many words we have to write, how many words in the series we have to write. We have generalized this problem, and this is our solution, that this is the short form how we can write all the even numbers. And now you just need to place the value of the n. Now we have, it means that we have generalized this problem, right? This is how you can find the pattern and make the equation. Okay. Now there is another example. uh, let's say we have written a and multiplied by a. Okay, so and there are two terms, right? A plus a. Now when we are adding a plus a, it will become 2a, right? It will become 2a. But when we are multiplying a by a, then it will become a, what is the by default power of a is 1, by default power a is 1, because base are same. Here what is the base? A is the base. So when base are same, then the power of these bases will add, right? So what will be the answer? A is equal to 1 plus 1. So what will be the answer? A is to the power 2, or a square. Okay. Okay, this is how you can solve the equations. Okay, now let me just give you some of the uh, now there are certain exercises are there in this book, and you just need to solve these exercise, and in case of any question you can just let me know, and I will definitely help you out with your, just write in the comment section whatever problem you have, and I'll definitely get back to you by the answer.